Interfaith Community Partners is a nonprofit organization that provides accompanied rides to older adults to places like their doctor, the hairdresser, the bank, and the grocery store. People 60 and better are taken with volunteer drivers, and it's a wonderful organization that gets folks around to places they need to be.
Our mission was to maximize the independence of older adults, and to do that through making sure that they had information, and their caregivers and families and pastors in the churches had information about services in the community so that they could refer to those services or access them. Connection was a big part of the initiative. We saw that as a way to pull people from the community in, to pull people from the congregations in. So we wanted to be a source of enrichment.
When I volunteer, I really enjoy meeting new people. And sometimes, most of the time, you're doing new rides to people you've never met before. And sometimes the first time you meet somebody, they don't really know what to expect, or if they're new to interfaith, they are a little nervous getting in the car. And I get out of the car, I introduce myself to them, and then they get into the car, and I put away their walker or whatever, and I say, all right, we are off, we are on our way. And I tell them a little bit about myself. I ask them how they found out about interfaith. By that time, it's easy. They start talking about their family. I start talking about my family. It's so easy to make them feel comfortable.
We don't own a car. When we moved here, we got rid of our car because our driving was a problem. And Interfaith stepped right in and has taken excellent care of us.
I know that I'm going to be in their shoes someday, and I just think that we kind of need to take care of one another and help pick up where we can and make them feel, again, very safe, make them feel valued as a member of our society.
I started volunteering because I saw that the older adults in our community face unique medical and social challenges, and volunteering with the homebound delivery system is one way that I can make their lives better. There's one client that I've known for pretty much the duration of my time with ICP. The books that we deliver and the DVDs through the library really sort of are a bright spot in his life. And every time I visit him, he's a big sports fan, so we talk about Chicago sports. He loves the Bears, the Cubs, and he's really big into sports history, and so am I, so that's something that we share. And yeah, he's a great guy. It
became very relational, and I think in the midst of it, we also met a whole lot of need and learned about one another, learned about our churches, and learned about our communities.
As the organization evolves, we plan to grow it, and so we need a strategic plan in place to do that, and we have a committee to do that. Our financial strength, we have a committee for that as well. And each of the board members participate in those things to ensure the continued growth of the organization. Being a non-for-profit, we really rely on those partnerships and the donations that we get from others.
Interfaith Community Partners is privately funded. We rely on church support, grants, and private donations. We don't ask our clients to pay per ride, but we ask them to donate if they're able.
It amazes me that I'm sitting here 20 years later talking about the beginnings of this, because 20 years goes by so fast, but it's also very gratifying to just think, wow, all that hard work we did in the beginning has helped us to persist.
Some ways that you can help Interfaith Community Partners is to volunteer with us. Be a driver, be a pedal pusher, flower arranger, a library delivery driver. Help us in some way. Just call the office, or you can find us on our website. We're on Facebook.
A lot of older adults tend to feel left behind in life, and ICP could be that, that voice or that hand that reaches out to them and sort of makes their day a little brighter.
Both my wife and I feel very fortunate that we have access to Interfaith Community Partners. It's an excellent organization.
If you know of somebody in the community who could use our services, our rides, our card ministry, our flower deliveries, please refer them to our office, and we'd be happy to have them as a client.